All right, let's go ahead and get it started today. Now, I somehow was able to get this really fast. I ordered it Friday night after not being able to get it from my local card shop because I guess I was just too slow. And it got here literally today. So, instead of Borderlands, we're going to have this. It's interesting to actually be a part of the beginning of a trading card game like this, getting its first set. So what we have is the League of Legends trading card game, which, if I'm not mistaken, is not the first time it's tried to do a collectible card game. Apparently, it had like a digital thing beforehand that had a different name, like Legends of Runeterra, I think, which is also kind of funny because I think doesn't Capcom have a digital trading card game called Terra or something like that? I never got into that one. I don't know if I ever will. I'm gonna snooze that ad. Either way, I'm excited to see what's in here. Not looking for any real chase cards. I'm just excited to see what's in here. And then, maybe for once, I'll go ahead and actually try to make a deck afterwards, considering we only need 40 cards. And only one of those needs to be the champion. And I have to now scurry around and find my scissors because I don't know where my scissors are. So I'll be back. Because, of course, the one day I don't need to, I lose my scissors. Although, while I'm up, nah, there's not a bottle of water in there. Oh, great. Just stretch the legs, because I'm going to be sitting in this chair for a good while. Okay. Let's get this up and on. Let's snip a little piece off. I said snip a little piece off. I said snip a little piece off. You know what? Let's just do that. That works. That works. It cuts the plastic. That's all I need to happen. And then they also announced that the next set, the Spirit Forgers, I believe, are going to come out in February. So I'll hope to see if I can't keep up with that. Honestly, sounds like a perfectly decent card game for what I've been seeing and hearing and the videos I've watched on it. Let's see how the display looks. We pop that out. Okay, I like that. If I can, I did want to try to make something out of either Jinx or Ari. So let's see if we can get a legend of one of those two and then a champion for one of those two. We'll push that back over here. It's gonna block a little bit of things I need to see, but let's see. Are these all just Ari? Oh, they're all just Ari. Oh, okay. Why do I get the feeling that's gonna tell me I'm gonna get something about Ari in these packs? But either way, let's go ahead and start ripping them open. And while I'm doing so, the name of the game with Ripbound is that you're trying to collect 8 points for your opponent, at least for like the main two modes I've seen. I've only seen the 1v1 mode and the... Wow, you don't want to open. I've only ever seen the 1v1 mode and the free-for-all mode. I haven't seen 2v2s or, 3 people. Okay, you know what? There's no salvaging this pack. I'm sorry, it has to be murdered. It's just, nope. It has to be murdered. For the good of the company. I have no clue. Oh, okay. So we can do this like Pokemon, actually. We can do it like Pokemon. A nice QR code in case you want to learn how to play the game yourself. If I can get it to, like... It's probably not going to focus. And I'm kind of tired of fighting my camera all the time. So if it doesn't focus, it doesn't focus. It's just gonna be a bit blurry. Um, Also has the added things about timing and spells. So I wonder if these are gonna have different rule stuff within them. But with that being said, we're starting off pretty good with the Mind Rune. I'll just put all runes in its own stack. Basically, treat it like energy at that point, as far as I'm aware. And so you get the energy basically, and then let's start with what we've got here. We've got meditation. Like I said, I'm not gonna fight it. If it doesn't want to, it doesn't want to. I'm gonna have to like look into getting a better camera at some point for these. It might be a while before I do, and I'm gonna order these by color. Try to move my mouse over so I get all the utmost room. There we go. All right. Got a Pouty Poro, a Jewel Colossus, a Defy. Counter a spell that costs no more than 4 and no more than 1 power. I like I like how the bottom text on this, it's gonna be really hard to see. The bottom text on this just says no. Just no. I like that. I like that a lot. Stealthy Pursuer. Call of the Week. Didn't know I was playing Far Cry 5. And then Stormclaw Ursine. I'm also not a League of Legends player, so like if I mispronounce anything, I don't care. You know what? This might be a lot easier if I do it this way. That way, everything is on in camera view. Slide that over just a teensy bit. And there's 24 packs in here, which means I'm going to get 24 runes. To explain the basics of how the game is played past the whole point system, you need to have a 40 card deck, and you need one of those cards to be your champion, chosen champion, and you need 12 cards to be in your rune deck, and you can only have runes based upon your legend. Your legend dictates it. So if we pull a legend, hopefully, there's gonna be 300 some cards in this box. I hope to God we pull a legend, or I'm going to be very, very sad. I'll be able to explain that more when we get there. Void Seeker. Discipline. Apparently, all battlefields are uncommon so that they could make sure that people got a battlefield to play with. You also need to make sure you just bring at least 1 or 3 battlefields with you wherever you go. So our first battlefield for tonight is the Altar of Unity. And what does it say? When you hold here, you can play a recruit token in your base. So you get a free recruit token. Interesting. I mean, hey, that's pretty cool. Because you will hold on the start of your turn. Interesting. And so, the start of a turn basically is just this ABCD format where you awaken or untap your units in play. You will begin, which is check and see if you're scoring any points or do anything at that step. You channel, which in this game, which what I really like is that you are always going to have resources. So every turn you take 2 runes off of the top of your rune deck and you put them in play. If you go last, most of the time you get 3 on your first turn, which is really cool for a catch-up mechanic. Um, Probably makes it to where you want to go second a lot. But then again, you go second, you don't get the ready first. So, very interesting on that state. And so, being able to play something when you hold, does it get to ready? No, you know what? It wouldn't get to ready because the beginning step is after the awakening step. I can see the ramp is there, but I can see how it doesn't exactly get where I would want it to go. We get an Adaptatron unit. When this unit conquers, you can kill a gear and then buff it. And basically, it looks like. But okay, so this is a little weird. So when you buff something, it can't be buffed again. It's kind of like a reverse persist in Magic, if that makes any sense. But this is a foil unit. Looks like almost a pretty nice one. Especially because getting rid of somebody's gear might be cool. We get a Champion Lee Sin. Interesting. And what's cool about Lee Sin is that he has Accelerate, where you can play him for 6. He doesn't have a little cost in the top left, where if you see a symbol for that character, or for the cost of that character, you have to recycle, which is just taking this rune. You just take this rune, you put it on the bottom of your rune deck. That was just all recycling is. So you're never really going to lose it. I would hope this game never gets to the point where they start making it where you lose cards out of your rune deck as the game goes on or something like that. Like you can just banish rune cards, because I wouldn't like that. But for him, he'll basically cost 7 and a cycle, and then you can ready him the turn he's played, which is pretty cool. Basically, if you go second, you basically can get him turn 3, and then he can conquer a battlefield with 6 might. And that's pretty cool. I am going to put my battlefields and champion units to their own side, so I can just look through them later. Speaking of more champion units, we get Echo. So we have 2 champion units already, who also has an Accelerate. Death Knell. Recycle me to ready your runes. Oh, so he can go back in the deck. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. He can go back in the deck. So, if you pay 6, recycle 2 blue, basically just setting yourself back a turn, honestly, then he can get ready. He can go to a battlefield, die in the process, if you plan it that way, put him on the bottom. Now, I don't know how well this game does shuffling. The games I've seen be played didn't have a lot of shuffling in them. Just more draw. And obviously, if you run out of cards to draw, it's GG's. But in the right circumstances, I think Echo there is probably not a bad choice. Once again, we sacrifice a pack. I must open it like a barbarian. It decided this life, not me. Did not come quietly. So you see, now we get another card that's the Steps of Combat. And I can explain all of those when we get to the section of the stream where I might actually deck build. It just depends on if I get who I want at all. And if I get enough runes for it to work. So, we're going to start off with the Order rune. And just to explain it, there are 6 colors. It's Mind, Body, Order, Chaos, Fury, and the green one. Mind, Body, Order, Fury Chaos green one. I think. I think I've got that right. I might not have that right, but I think I have that right. Oh, and Calm. Calm. That's what green is Calm. So there's 6 to work with. Maybe in 8 years, if this card game is still flourishing, they'll add a 7th one like Pokemon or something. I don't know. Anyway, we get the Clockwork Keeper. Interesting. If you pay an extra... If you pay a power of a Calm Rune, you can draw an extra card. Interesting for draw. Have I only gotten one? Oh, I've only gotten one. Disintegrate. As you can see, Fury is the aggressive one. Watchful Sentry also has Death Knell, so when it dies, draw a card. I would like to get the max I can of these, if I can, if possible. We have a Pack a Cup, and what this one has is it's got the hidden tagline where you can place it on a battlefield you control face down for the cost of any sort of power, and then you can react to it during a show. You can react with it during a showdown later, so it acts as like an extra little bit of power. Where's there it is. Fight or Flight has the same keywords. Also has action, so it starts a chain. We have the Daring Poro with Assault. We have First Mate with When you play me, ready another unit. You know, depending... You know, Lee Sin is also body. Although it has Accelerate. I feel like if you're gonna play Lee Sin, you're probably gonna just auto-accelerate that guy anyway. But it might be good for some other things here. Maybe. We have a Wild Claw Shaman. We have a Zonite Bouncer. Ooh. I like this. It's a heavy cost, though. Because you have to recycle 2 Chaos Runes. Cost 4, recycle 2. But throwing somebody's unit on a battlefield back to their hand is pretty strong. Alright. We have Facebreaker. Which I like, because being able to basically react and just be like, nah, we don't damage each other is a pretty fun ability there. Ooh, okay. Alright, we're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere, actually. So, we have the champion unit, Draven, where his might is increased by how many points you have. So he starts with 3 might, costs 5, interestingly enough, but starts with 3 might, and as you are, it's basically a snowball card. As you are continually getting points, he gets stronger, which is honestly really cool, really good. And then we have our first legend, Darius, the Hand of Noxus, who practically is going to work with Draven a whole lot, which is Legion. You get to add 1. And one of the greatest things about it is that when you add 1 of a rune or like cost, it can't be reacted to. Now, I don't remember exactly what Legion was. I will have to either wait for a card that has Legion on it to explain it, or I'll just have to look it up later. But I can already tell you right now, depending on how many more runes we get of Order and Fury, we're looking at probably making a Darius deck at the end of this. Not the one I really was looking for, but it's one all the same. And then we get the signature spell for Leona, the Zenith Blade, which I did not expect. You can stun an enemy at a battlefield, and you may move a friendly unit to that enemy unit's battlefield. And that stun unit cannot deal combat damage. 3 costs, and you have to recycle either a Calm or an Order rune for it to work. Was not expecting to get a signature spell this quickly. Oh dear lord, and it's an $18 card. Oh, okay. I don't see Leona, so it might be a while before we get to a Leona. Let's slide that over a little bit. I don't know if I should be sleeving that Darius or not. For some reason, TCG Player on the price guide is having a fit. So it's almost a little seizure inducing to actually look at them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just look up Draven and Darius. I should probably just sleeve them out of care in the first place, but I mean, yeah. I mean, I should sleeve him. What about Echo? How good is Echo looking? I would assume all of the champions. Actually, no. Actually, no. Actually, no to Echo. Because he's a recurrent? Yeah, actually, no to Echo. So Echo wouldn't get sleeved. Draven would. Echo wouldn't. Let me look up Lee Sin. This is centered Lee Sin, so not Lee Sin either. But Draven, I'll go ahead and do. Just out of respect, because it's, you know, the card deserves it. Keep it up there. I'm not going to separate it. I'm going to just try and keep up with what is what, so I can just make sure I can actually grab something out when I need to. With that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the next pack. We're 2 down, 22 more to go. I would like to save one of these packs without it, you know, being completely and terribly mangled. But alright, we got an actual quick hit. And, I don't remember, is this supposed to be a showcase rarity? You're supposed to at least get 2 of these rarities. Hey, thanks for the bits, Kongon. Thank you so much. Welcome into the stream. As you can see, we've got a few packs already open. We hit a Zenith Blade. I don't know if I'll actually see Leona by the end of it, but if I do, I might consider trying to do the whole deck building thing with her later. Thank you so much. Let me know if you have anything you want to chat about, or if also correct me if you know anything about this game better than I do, because I will not sit here and try to be like a complete authority on it. Oh, cool. We have some key game terms. I was hoping Legion might be on this, but apparently not. Oh well. Again, I'll just wait to see if something else is going to have Legion. We're going to start off with a recruit token. And thank you for the follow as well. Yeah, we'll put tokens over here. I have a system. I'll make it work. Thank you for the follow as well, Kong. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you can stay for a while. How's your day going, by the way? Let's see here. We got the Hex Tech Ray. Getting all of the action cards for Fury. And I kind of like that. We have the Sprite Call. Player ready? A 3-might Sprite. With temporary. It dies at the beginning of at the controller's beginning phase before scoring. I saw the like 2 hour, almost 2 hour video of the shuffle up guys playing Riftbound, and I saw this card get used, and the entire time I was looking at it, it's like I guess it's good for temporary might, but like, man, that feels weird that it just dies before scoring. So like, you could still potentially not be in the clear. But it is a nice little backup. All right. Ooh. Oh, okay. Now this is a cool one for the Lee Sin deck. If I can get Lee Sin as a legend. So find your center. If opponent is within 3 points of scoring, or victory score, this costs 2 less, so it might cost 1 at the right time. Draw 1, channel 1 Rune Exhausted is pretty cool. Even for 3, that's pretty cool. Blazing Scorcher can be accelerated. Ember Monk. Ooh, when you play a card hidden, when you play a card from being hidden, he gets +2 might. That's nice. Back-to-back reaction. Oh, mobilize. Channel Rune Exhausted. And if you can't, draw a card. I like that. I like that. Oh, so we have our first gear, I think. So, recycle 3 from trash. And then pay 1 and tap it to draw a card. That's nice. Keeps you from decking out. Vengeance, just kill something. Just kill it. A brief moment of turmoil, then peace. I like that. Traveling Merchant. When it moves, discard a card, draw a card. Alright. Stand United. Buff a friendly unit. Buffs give an additional, so it buffs for 2 instead of just 1. I like that. Also, pretty sure the Lee Sin is like you can buff him as many times as you want. Oh. Okay, now, but wait a minute. That's a lot of buffing. That's a lot of buffing. I think you can make a really big Lee Sin, actually. Let's see. I want to check that just to make sure if I need to sleeve it. I have sleeves at the ready for a reason. I want to... Okay. Just making sure. But I want to actually check it, because you never know. I mean, hey, the Zenith Blade is right there. We have Grand Stratagem. Give +5 to a friendly. And it's an action. That's a heavy recycle cost of power, though. 3 order runes in order to play that. I mean, I guess in a pickle. That makes sense. And then finally, we have Tide Turner for this pack. And when you play it, you may choose a friendly unit and move this card to its location and it to my original location. Wait, what does that mean? Oh, it swaps places. Oh, okay. No, never mind. I understand now. I understand it now. It's a swap places. It's basically like substitute from Naruto. It it's a swap. That's actually pretty clutch. I'd say that's pretty clutch actually. All right. I'll save one of them one day. I'll save one of them one day. All right. Just somebody being lazy, I guess. So we got the phases of a turn, which is cool to have. I can read these off. It starts with the ABCD, with the Awaken, Begin, Channel, and Draw, like I mentioned earlier. And then you can just play your cards, activate abilities, activate your legends, and you can move. Once you start a combat, your turn ends. So it's, I didn't think about this before, but this is basically making Magic the Gathering a more simple Pokemon, if that makes sense. And I kind of like that. It makes it really easy to get into. Because you're not beholden by exact phases. I kind of like that. There's enough cards here. Hopefully, I'll be able to make maybe a. And again, I just missed out on 2 runes, so I'm not going to be able to make 2 decks because there's only 24. There's only 24 packs, and I just got this recruit token. So we have 2 recruit tokens, and that means we missed out on 2 runes. And well, you need 12. You need to have 12. So without 12, you can't make a deck. Which I guess, in a casual setting, you just make anything the rune, basically, I assume. But, it's still not the greatest thing in the world to not have all of the pieces you need. But hey, I'm sure runes aren't expensive. I should be able to get a rune or 2. Or just get a full set of all of them. Just get a full set of all the colors and I'll be fine. I very much would like to get into this game. We have the Sunlit Guardian, where it's a tank. I think it's the first tank. It's a shield in the tank. While it's defending, it gets 1 more might, and it must be assigned damage first because it's a tank, which is pretty cool. Okay, don't know what he's doing. Chemtech Enforcer. Assault 2, and when it's played, discard 1. Smokescreen, give a unit -4. Only goes down to a minimum of 1, though. Can't just outright kill something with it. A second Stand United. That's pretty cool, actually. A Flurry of Blades. Deal 1 damage to all units on the battlefield. And it's a reaction spell. We can Rebuke to return a unit to an owner's hand from the battlefield. It seems... Okay. I think I'm starting to understand each color's denomination. And Jesus Christ, I swear, it's like a pact. It's like an inescapable fact of life. Blue is always there to make sure you don't have fun playing the game. So many cards so far have been either delay the inevitable or just pacify your units. And then you got Order and Calm buffing everything. You got Fury just being like, let me just kill it. Let me just kill it. You got Purple being like, hey, I'm kind of blue, but I'm actually going to just make sure that you can't do something this turn. And you have Body over here just kind of being like a mixture. So it's so weird. Anyway, the Faithful Manufacturer. I saw a lot of this. Being able to just put up new tokens. And then we have our second battlefield for the night. We have Star-tipped Peak. When you hold here, you may channel a rune exhausted. So you get an extra rune. That's pretty cool. We have the Unyielding Spirit. It's a good reaction to prevent spells and ability damage. It's actually really good. We got a Treasure Trove. When this unit leaves the board, draw one, channel one exhausted. And you can recycle a Chaos Rune in order to kill it. Honestly, kind of like a treasure token. I like that. We have a Cannon Barrage, deal two damage to units on a particular combat. I guess they're having fun over there. Alright, so we got another good one. We have Brenier Thundersong. Ugh. What's wrong with my nose? Dirt in there? So it's not a champion unit exactly. But when you play it, opponents cannot play cards this turn. So no actions, no reactions from your opponent is interesting. Wait. It's nice card art. Hang on. And I like the thought of it. I do like the thought of it. Could probably be really well with Lee Sin. Actually, it is body. It could also work with Darius. Trying to make sure I'm looking at the symbols for the runes correctly, so it's like, oh, it's the right, symbol. Because if Darius is who I think it is, I would have thought Darius was Fury, but I think Darius is body order and not Fury order. But I could just be looking at the colors wrong. That's always an idea there. And then we have another legend. We have the Volibear, the Relentless Storm. When you play a mighty unit, you may exhaust me to channel one rune exhausted. A unit is mighty if it has 5 might or more. Interesting. Alright. And he is a... Okay. It's a little hard for me to actually, think about it. Hang on. This is not the alt art either. It's just the regular Relentless Storm. They are not the same, at least. Darius is mine. That much is for certain. Oh, okay, you know what? Alright. Darius is Fury. They're both Fury, just Darius is mind. Order, and Volibear is body. It's a little hard for me to tell. I might be a tad bit colorblind and not really know it. But I can see Volibear working. Does mean I should find a... If I can find a Volibear champion... Oh, come on! Trying not to bend these cards here. If I can find a Volibear champion, we might be on to something with that one. There's another one for timing spells. Ah, here we are. Our first Calm Rune. Anyway, we got a Legion Rearguard with Accelerate. Ah, there it is. Stupefy. I was waiting for this one. Giving a minus is so funny because you get to draw afterwards. Imagine drawing multiple stupefies. Get a stalwart Poro. Get a cleave to give 3 more might. A second mobilize has hit the thing of cards. Morbid return, grabbing a unit from the trash to the hand. Another daring Poro. Imperial Decree, basically, when any unit takes damage, kill it. So basically, just give everything Death Touch. Honestly. And we get another battlefield. So we get the Void Gate. Spells and abilities affecting units each deal 1 bonus damage. So, oh yeah, I think that worked well with not Ari. I forgot who I think was it Jinx. I think the professor was playing Jinx in that video. Might not have been Jinx. I don't remember who he was playing, but it worked well with that because it was just slinging spells left and right. The Blast Cone Fae that can be hidden. Ooh, now this one's interesting. We have a Misfortune champion unit. And she can get played to an open battlefield. And she allows you to play any unit of yours to an open battlefield. Let's see. It's not the alt art Misfortune. And it's not the legend either. Honestly, it makes me want the legend. Let's see. We're looking for Buccaneer. What's regular Buccaneer? Regular Buccaneer can be sleeved. Alright. Basically nice to set the playing field. She's a champion. We have Mage Seeker Warden. While it's at a battlefield, opponents can only play units to their base. And while I'm at a battlefield, spells and abilities can't ready enemy units or gear. Essentially just... Oh, wow. Essentially just crippling the board until he's gone. So you can't ready via spells or abilities. Oh. And then it's just the counter to Misfortune, actually. I wonder who does... I wonder how that interaction works. I would assume his trumps hers. I would assume his would trump hers. So you still need to be able to ready her and move it. Oh, look at this little guy. We got a Teemo. We got Teemo in what looks like a bee suit. He can be hidden? Wait, how does that work? Can you... Wait. Because if it's a champion unit, it could be a chosen champion. Can the chosen champion be hidden? Oh, now I gotta know that one. I'll have to look that up, because can a chosen champion be... Oh, and this is the alt art. Oh, yo, this is the alt art version, too. And when he's played, he gets 3 more might. Oh, and he's in chaos as well, so you can drag him back out of the trash. I see the vision, but I need another. I need a legend Teemo. That's the problem though. Is now I need Swift Scout Teemo so I can play him. That's cool to get the alt art though. All right. I like the little bee suit. I wonder if that's in the fighting game for him. Was gonna play that earlier in October, but you know, internet problems. Okay. Well, I guess this package just doesn't want me to open it whatsoever. I just can't open it. But yeah, I guess we're just done. I guess. All right, there we go. There we go. Just had to do some persuasive force. Oh, the dog's still outside. That's what's going on. I'm not trying to sell any packs. I mean, unless you got like Oh, okay. Hang on. Hang on. Let me answer your question in a second. Let me Okay. Sorry about that. Some people are very lazy in this household and they don't like to just go outside and walk the dog. Who said that? Yachi? So about selling packs, Yachi, I could maybe hold one aside for you if you really wanted to buy one, but I am trying to open all of these today. So, what is it? Yeah, the remix is good, isn't it? I found that a while ago. I meant to change that months ago. That's been a thing for years. I I just had to download it recently and change it for the new Be Right Back screen. I felt like it was time to change the Be Right Back. Welcome in, by the way, Daniel. How you doing today? But yeah, I don't know if Yachi's still here. If you want to, what's the MSRP for these packs? I'm not gonna like. Oh, okay, cool. Still, how's your day going? But if you want to, I would, I'll just keep one to the side. I don't mind doing that, and I'm not gonna like upcharge or anything. I have no clue what the MSRP for these are, so I'd have to look it up later. But like, if that guy responds fairly decently before I open all of the packs, I can maybe set one aside for him. Like, I'm not that kind of guy to just be like scalping or anything. I'm here to actually play the game, and I would like to play the game. I forgot I had opened a pack, and we were going through that pack. So let's do that in one pack at a time, shall we? All right, this one's different. This has the steps of combat on it. Here we go. So we finally got a Fury rune. I might have to buy runes. It's a little unfortunate to me, but I might have to buy runes. Um, we got a second cleave. We got a lecturing Yordle. It's a tank, and when he's played, draw one. Quite like that. We got a charm to move an enemy unit, so you can force a combat with this, by the way. One in a recycle, but forcing a combat can be crucial. Sky Splitter. 8 cost is a lot. This spell's energy is reduced by the highest might among units you control. Oh. So this could be free with Draven. I could see this being almost free all the time, actually. I see that being free. We get the Arena Bar to buff a friendly exhausted unit. We get Ride the Wind, so we can move a friendly unit and ready it, which is pretty cool. We have a Petty Officer with Assault 1. So we have a Raging Soul, which has a new keyword. So we have Assault and we have Ganking, where with Ganking, it can move from battlefield to battlefield. Usually, if you want to move something from a battlefield to another battlefield, you need to remove it from that battlefield and move it back to your base, and then play it again the next turn. But this allows you to just skip that middle step and just go to another battlefield. But this only gets it if you discard a card this turn, which there's been some stuff in Fury to make that work. Here we go, another gear card. Symbol of Solari. If a combat where you are the attacker ends in a tie, recall all the units instead. Send them back to the base. And ties are calculated after combat damage is dealt. Next time, try to leave a dent. This is hyping me up. I really would like to pull Leona just to see, like, what would that look like. Apparently it's a Leona quote. Reinforce. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Play a unit among them. Its energy cost is reduced by 5. And then recycle the remaining cards. Oh no. Oh no. I see where that's going, actually. I see exactly where that is going, actually. Because not only does that make things free, because I'm not seeing anything that says you can't reduce it below 1. So you can make things free. Imagine an 8 or a 10 cost card becoming a 3 or a 5 cost card. And you're just slapping that thing out like, let's see. There was something. I mean, wait a minute. Wasn't Lee Sin like a 6? Let me see here. Yeah, no. Imagine slapping Lee Sin out for free. Or Thunder Song. Slapping him out for 1. Anyway, let's see what else we got here. We have Consult the Past. Can be hidden. Draw 2. Carnivorous Snapvine. When it's played, choose an enemy at a battlefield, and we deal damage equal to our might to each other. So you can basically just kill something off rip, or sacrifice it when it's played. I can see that working both ways. Convergent Mutation. Choose a friendly unit and increase its might until it equals the might of another friendly unit. So, choose a friendly unit and then Draven it. We'll save 1. I saved 1. We saved 1, Ari. I got 1. 1 to keep around. No, now I'm sad because we missed another rune. Another key terms card. And another buff/recruit. Alright. We have the Eager Apprentice. When it's at a battlefield, the energy cost for spells is reduced by 1 to a minimum of 1. Okay, so now we finally get one where it says to a minimum for the cost reduction. A second charm is hit the card sets. Hextech Ray. Confront. Units you play this turn enter ready. Stealthy Pursuer. Listen, it's not September anymore. We can make all the jokes we want. Vanguard Captain plays 2 recruits when she's played. You do you. Nope, come on. Alright, stack them up nicely. Nicely, neatly. There we go. You get a pit rookie when you play it. Buff a friendly unit. Looks like a lot leaning towards the Lee Sin side, but still have yet to get a set of a legend and champion. Acceptable losses. Each player kills a gear. One of their own gear, by the way. Basically, destroy an artifact. We have a newer battlefield. The Arena's Greatest. At the start of each player's first beginning phase, that player gains a point. Wait, pardon? Pardon? So at the start of each player's first beginning phase, the game becomes a race to 7 instead of 8. And that just activates? So if you're holding this battlefield, do you get 2? And then 1 every so often afterwards? Is that how that's supposed to work? That's an interesting card. I'm gonna have to look up that card. That's a very interesting looking card. Discipline. +2 might, draw 1. Soaring Scout. With Death Nail, channel Rune Exhausted when it dies. I can see it dying very often. Another battlefield is interesting. So we get a foil Targon's Peak. And when you conquer this, you ready 2 runes at the end of your turn. So that allows you to do more reactions later. And for the final card in this pack, we get the Falling Star. You may deal 3 damage to a unit, and you do this twice. And if I'm not mistaken, this would probably need to be sleeved. Yes. Oh, absolutely. Yes, the Falling Star needs to be sleeved. The Falling Star, indeed, needs to be sleeved. And it is a Fury spell. A good Fury spell. Alright. I wonder if I'll grab an Annie. Annie is kind of what I'm looking for. What I'm really looking for is Blitzcrank. Because Blitzcrank has a different, basically reverse ganking, if you will, gangplanking, where he basically becomes a grappler from a little game called Super Smash Bros. Melee. It can grab you from another setup. Alright, another spells timing. We're starting off with another Calm Rune. A Riptide Rex. When you play me, deal 6 to an enemy unit at a battlefield. Alright. Again, just don't let you play the game. Clockwork Keeper. Noxus Hopeful. Another Eager Apprentice. I think this is our 3rd or 4th Mobilize. So we're good on mobilizing. Anything that's going to be a body... I don't think I've gotten a body rune yet. I haven't gotten a body rune yet. That is interesting. Alright, we got Sneaky Deckhand. Can play him to an open battlefield. Call to Glory. As a reaction, you can play this to spend a buff as an additional cost. And if you do, you ignore the spell's cost. Oh, okay, so you can get rid of a buff on a unit in order to play it for free to give 3 might. So you profit 2 might. You profit. It's interesting. Yep, what is this? The Navori Fighting Pit. Now I'm just getting all the battlefields. When you hold here, buff a unit here. That's for Lee Sin. That took me a second to think about it. That's for Lee Sin. That is 100% for Lee Sin. Ravenbloom Student. When you play a spell, give +1 might. And that's every time you play a spell. There's no cap on that. Spoils of War. If an enemy unit has died this turn, this costs 2 less, you can draw 2. Chemtech Enforcer foiled. A Ravenbloom Student foiled. Oh, what is this big guy? Okay. Commander Ledros. Not a champion unit. As you play me, you may kill any number of friendly units as an additional cost to reduce the power per enemy unit killed. If you have a bunch of tokens, you can just play him without playing the power. Opponents must pay a power in order to choose him for a spell with deflect, and he's got ganking. Interesting. You go over here. Let's look up Commander Ledros right quick. Wow. Honestly, I would have thought that guy would be at least $1. But he does seem like a pretty cool card, and especially for 6, in the right hands, you can make that really good. Moving on, though. I doubt we're going to see one of these, like, signature cards today. It would be cool to see something with a sign, like, hand signature on it from the artist. Oh, here we go. More keywords. Cool. What's something I haven't talked about yet? Okay, here we go. Legion. You can trigger an effect if you have already played another main deck card this turn. So, for Darius, with his Legion, you must have played a card first. Oh, I see. So it's a reaction, and it adds mana, basically, but you had to have played a card this turn in order to get it. I see now. I like that. I very much like that. Had to remember what Legion even did. Oh my god, we got a body rune. It took forever, but we got a body rune. It took forever to get that body rune. Alright, we got the pit crew, and when you play it, when you play a gear, you can ready it. We have Rune Prison. You stun a unit as an action. Another Sky Splitter. Cemetery Attendant. Return a unit from your trash to your hand when you play it. Okay, so Chaos is the black of this game, it seems. Because you're interacting with trash a lot with... Huh. That's also kind of like a purple mentality, because Digimon's purple is all about taking from the trash as well. Very interesting. Back to back again. Arena Bar. A Psy Scout. Play to an open battlefield, and it has vision. When you play it, you can look at the top card of your deck and recycle it. Pirate's Haven. When you ready a unit, give it +1. And I would like to make sure that I make sure the stipulation is being seen here, just in case I'm wrong about my thought about this. Giving something more might is not the same as buffing it, I would assume. Because nothing that has said, give it +2 might says it counts as a buff. But things do state when they're buffs. Here we go. Monastery of Hirana. When you conquer, you may spend a buff to draw. Alright, we got Portal Rescue. Banish a friendly unit and then play it to the base, ignoring its cost as an action. Ah, you can save something. You can use this to save something. Okay, I see the vision. I see the vision. We have another legend, and it's Ari. When an enemy unit attacks the battlefield you control, give it -1. And she is a calm and mind. Blue is mind, yes. She is a calm and mind legend. So if we can find an Ari, that would make my day. I won't lie, she was number 2 pick for me to make a deck with. I would very much like to find an Ari champion. I would take a wild guess and say somebody probably needs to be sleeved here. Yep. Finally got a third legend, which is nice. We have a Mistfall gear. When you buff a friendly unit, you may pay a body rune and exhaust this to ready it. Oh, okay. Free readying. And the fact that it's on the rare category makes me want to look it up right quick. Mistfall does not deserve a sleeve. Good card, though. I'd say a good card. Especially for Lee Sin. See, because then... Well, you're still paying a body rune to ready him. This is good for things that just can't do it on their own. Oh my god. Okay. So, about Ari. We got one of her signature spells. Foxfire. You can play it for hidden. And when you react with it, you can kill any number of units at a battlefield with total might 4 or less. Now, if I'm reading that correctly, that means you can basically wipe recruits off the board. Or, a different way to read this card, you kill all units that are just weak. So I will have to look that one up. But if it's as strong as I think it is, dog, that's nasty. That's basically a battlefield wipe. Let's see. I already know it's getting sleeved. Yeah, it's $17 to play the signature. Signatures are so expensive, and I want 3 of those. Let's see what else we have in here. Like a crackhead that wants some amalgamation of cocaine and ketamine. Give me more of the signature. Alright, more key terms. I would really like to not get buff recruit tokens. Oh, okay. This time's a sprite. Alright, this is new. I'll accept it. It's new. It's a sprite. Not a Sprite cranberry, but a Sprite. Okay, this is interesting. So, the text box on this is a little weird. Let me see. Has anything else like had that? I don't think so. I don't think so. This is okay. I'm gonna look up this card in a second. So we get the Playful Phantom, and it's just. This feels like you should do something else. Like it's just blank there. Hang on. What does a normal Playful Phantom look like? Ow. Is it supposed to just look like that? Okay, it's supposed to just look like that. Alright, so it's just a playful phantom. Nothing weird about that. Just a phantom. Just a child. A dead child, but just a child. I do want to make sure, actually, that I did not just hit my voice changer, because I feel like I just did. I did not. Alright. Checking some Discord messages, because that stuff is going to be silent while I'm streaming here. Alright. We got a Brazen Buccaneer. When you play him, discard a card as an additional cost, and if you do, reduce the cost by 2, so it becomes 4. It becomes 4, makes it work with the other card in there that requires you to discard a card before you play it. Another Watchful Sentry. I remember one of those from earlier. Lots of drawing is already here, and I love it. Challenge. Choose a friendly unit and an enemy unit, and they deal damage equal to each other. Undercover Agent. When he dies, discard 2 and draw 2. Vanguard Sergeant. Just a random 4 might knight. A second Stormclaw. A Spectral Matron. When you play it, you may play a unit costing no more than 3 or more. No more than 3 and no more than 1 power from your trash, ignoring its cost. Is Teemo about to be Chaos Mind? Not Mind, but Chaos Order. Because if Teemo is Chaos Order, I see that working very, very well. Oh, cool. We got a second Targon's Peak. We have a Dangerous Duo that has Legion. Will you play me? Give a unit +2. We have a Shipyard Skulker. Another Tide Turner to swap. Did I look up Tide Turner? I did. Okay. And then finally have the Harrowing for this pack. Play a unit from your trash, ignoring its costs. You still pay its power, though. That could get really costly because this already has 2 power. That can get really costly really fast. But that's a very powerful card, so it makes sense. Okay. So far, a lot of ideas are popping in my head here. We've gotten a good amount of cards that seem, that seem to do their job essentially. We just need the semblance of like a matching champion for a legend or a matching legend for a champion. And I don't even know. I think we're at half the box now. But, you know, we still have a while to go before we're done. Another Phases of the Turn. Finally, another Mind Rune. All right. Forgive me. We have a Jewel Colossus with Vision and Shield. On guard. Give a friendly unit +1, then an additional +1 this turn if it's the only unit you control at a battlefield. Another Cleave to fit my collection. Petty Officer. A Fury of Blades. A Mystic Poro. So I'm guessing there's just a Poro for each color so far. Another Faithful Manufacturer. More units to buff. Scrapyard Champion. When it's played, discard 2, draw 2. But it's Legion. So you have to be careful about that. Solari Chief. When you play, choose an enemy unit. If it's stunned, kill it. Otherwise, stun it. Ah, Poro Herder. When it's played, if you control Poro, buff him, and then draw. I have not gotten to play Riftbound yet, Magic. I very much would like to, eventually. And there's a card shop that I can go to. Someone will probably be around there to play it. It's just the matter of getting there on days off and such. I don't know. We'll see what would happen. I have seen the card game played, but I haven't gotten to play it myself. So I also would love to feel if it's different or better than Digimon. There's a lot of similarities already. Where people play via webcam. That would be that's an interesting way to play a card game, I'd say. To just have webcams of both sides. Very, very interesting. I wouldn't mind just making a channel in my Discord that's just trading card stuff like that. I don't know how well it would really take off, because I know most of the people I interact with on Discord are not very much into trading card games, stuff like that. But I mean, I don't mind going for it. Digimon does that for regionals and locals that have no cap and no in-person games. Interesting. Okay. I didn't know that existed. You know, in hindsight, that feels like something that it's like a no-brainer. Like, oh yeah, duh, just play it with webcam. But like, huh? No, I didn't think about ever trying to do that. I would love. I doubt the vote for the December tournament. Thank you for the follow, by the way, Magic. How's your day going? I doubt the vote for the December tournament would probably end up winning with the trading card game stuff. But I very much would like to at least try that to see how things go, you know? Although I'd have to, I mean, there's probably an easy way for me to just pop out both camera views so I can see both players' sides at the same time to commentate over them. I would love to do that. Maybe sometime next year, because the next set for Riftbound. Oh, sorry if that looks jarring. It's just the camera for this. The next set for Riftbound does come out in English in February. $1 million idea. I don't know. Maybe. It'd be $20 in my neck of the woods unless I come into a bunch of money. It'd be nice. It'd be nice if this started getting more money. I'd stream more. You've given me a good idea to look into for later. I might try something in February. I still need to get my tournament schedule for next year started and done. So I might look into this. Either way, let's go ahead and finish up the box with the last two cards in hand from this last pack I have. But thank you for the idea. That's a good idea as well. I might look into a starter pack on my own, unless again, unless I get what I'm looking for out of this. I don't even think I'm halfway through the box yet. We got loads of time to find an Ori. Like I'm just saying. Like we got the legend. We have the legend. We have one of her signature spell. Like, come on. Come on, don't toy with me today. Come on, just give me champion Ori. Just give me a champion, all right? That's all I'm asking for. And we'll just see if we can build a deck. I mean, minus the runes, obviously, but we'll see if we can build a deck. Uh, Afterwards, if I can get pieces. We're just missing a piece. That's all. But yeah, I'm gonna look into that for more tournament ideas. So after looking it up, a box is not guaranteed to give you a showcase. You are always guaranteed to get two I think it's like epics per box, but a showcase is 1 in 3 boxes, I believe. Sorry if it looks weird. I'm just rubbing my knee. I'm old, not old, but old. I had to wait for it to pop. You are allowed. You're supposed to get. It's like Digimon, actually. Not Digimon. Sorry. It's like One Piece, actually, where you are basically guaranteed 2 hits, and then you can get more than that afterwards, but you are only guaranteed to get 2. I have no clue what counts as a hit so far because I have been blessed, my friend. I have been blessed today. Because we got 2 of the signature spell. We got the alt art Teemo. And just gotten a lot of good stuff so far. That's another card game I gotta look into is One Piece. You know, honestly, this is again something I want to introduce to the library crew for the trading card club there. Which, by the way, support your local libraries, please. So it's another card game to introduce to the library crew at certain intervals and points. Because we're basically about to wrap up our first year, and our first year is about to end of Pokemon. I'm starting to see a little bit of Magic the Gathering influence starting to creep into their brains. So, cool. Good. I didn't know that, but now that I do know that, good. I'm going to look into getting some starter decks next chance I get. I mean, granted, I was able to get this off a TCG player. Like, this came from... never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I guess I got this pretty fast then, because I got this on like a payment plan for only 180. Yeah, but that's the Chinese version. I would like to be able to read my cards. I mean, granted, for playing them wouldn't be that bad, but, you know. Anyway, let's go ahead and finish this pack I have in my hand, because my hand's getting sweaty, and I don't like to sweat over cards. We have Heimerdinger. I said Dinger, just to make sure. I have all abilities of all friendly legends, units, and gear. Oh, it's a champion unit. That makes more sense. I'm getting Vivi flashbacks, actually. I'm getting Vivi flashbacks. All abilities, huh? Hang on. I'm getting some Vivi flashbacks. That better not be as strong as I think it is. Alright, next we go to the Harness Dragon. When you play me, kill a unit. Makes sense. It seems a lot of order is high costing. Like, if it's not high costing in cost, it's having to recycle basically almost 2 order runes every time you play something is a little exhausting, not gonna lie. You were mentioning Digimon earlier, before I just showed the last card in hand. You were mentioning Digimon earlier, and it's weird, because Digimon goes off of memory. You do get 2 back each turn, but imagine you've already pulled out 12, all 12, and then you want to like go for a big turn. So you're gonna recycle, like, let's say I want to play Harness Dragon, and maybe not Solari Chief. What would you want? What's a big turn? Hang on, I'm gonna put that face down. What's a big turn out of here? Out of just my order runes. Okay, you know what? Here's a good big turn, actually. So let's say you wanted to play a Harness Dragon. We'll set him down, and then afterwards you play a Coal of the Week. Yes, you can recycle your tapped runes. That's good. I do like that. It's just that's in that turn alone. I'm cycling 3, so you lose those 3. And basically that would be your turn is over. Unless you get a way to like play them for cheaper. Which there are methods to play things for cheaper, mind you. Oh. Or this big guy if you don't have the units. To have to cycle 4 if you don't actually have the units to sacrifice for him. A little off-putting, I'll say that much. I will say I like this resource management more than Digimon. Because memory system, you don't play them early, that's true. It is expensive for a reason, you don't play them early. 8 cost 6 might to kill something is a little lackluster, I gotta say, though. In terms of, like, the difference between this and Digimon is still dependent on your opponent. And if they want to go for a big turn and give you much more helpful costing. Versus this is kind of... Digimon meta is literally just memory theft. You leave someone at 1 and they end up on 8 with half their cards these days. Damn, I didn't know it got that bad. I've only played like low power level Digimon. I didn't know it got that bad. Oh, I'm sorry. We have one more card in this pack. Now we have the... Oh, I'm going to butcher this. Kadregan... Kadregan? Grin the Infernal. Usually ends in like 4 or 5 turns. Because you play a 1-turn kill deck. That's fair. It's interesting. I'm not too caught up in the Digimon meta and lore, unfortunately. So I wouldn't know where a 1-turn kill really happens in Digimon. But it does interest me that it does exist. I wanna look up Grin over here. Alright, well, you're getting sleep. What does Infernal do over here? When you play me, draw 1 for each of your mighty units. Okay. That's a fair. Yeah, that's fair. Play 1 for each of the mighties? That's fair. That's entirely fair. 9 cost, 2 cycle. You can make that cheaper. That can be 4. That that could absolutely be a 4 cost instead of a 9 cost. I forgot what card it was. Oh no. Wait, oh no, was that red? It's in here somewhere. It's in here somewhere. I'll find it. I have to look back through and just make sure. Come on, Ari. I would just like an Ari because I basically have all the tools for Ari. Except maybe a battlefield. Wow, my hands must have gotten sweaty. Because I've already pulled like so many amazing things that I just wasn't expecting. There we go. Alright. Okay, what's this? Another Steps to Combat. I forgot I pulled a pack earlier. I just pulled another one from the box. Alright, buff. Recruit. It'd be nice if I could get a alt rune color. Another Stupefy. Good for Ari. Wielder of Water. When a unit defends alone. When this card is attacking or defending alone, it has +2 might. Another Blazing Scorcher. Crackshot Corsair. Probably for misfortune. Fighter Flight. You found a reason for my high cost cards. Do tell. Do tell, because I'm curious. As I make sure this looks a little nice and neat. Jinx is a card. Jinx's draw a card. Okay, hang on. You want to play everything. I see. Okay. I just missed that. Where's your last message? Where'd your last message go? Here we go. So, Jinx is a draw card if you only have 1 card or less in your hand. Ah! So you want to, you want to play and draw everything. Okay. I do have a bot that lets me do that too. So I know you can't exactly hear me. So I'll repeat what I said in a second. Because SiriBot should tell me when it ends. Assumedly. It's supposed to. Said it was a 1:30, I think. Let's see here. It's about 20 more seconds. I mean, we can have a small little reprieve. I want to thank you all again for showing up and having a quick chat with me as well. It's always nice when I get to do this type of thing and learn more with other people. SiriBot should be coming up any second now. Just so we can... Yeah, there we go. Ad break's finished. So yeah, like I was saying before the ad break cut us off, that makes a lot more sense to me because, yeah, Jinx wanting to play things fast makes sense. Yeah, we're back. That makes sense to me, actually. Although, was Jinx is Chaos and Fury, is she not? So, wouldn't it be more Leona might have something to do with it? Jinx decks are not doing well? I don't remember what the ability was, but Loose Cannon I don't think was doing that hot, yeah. I have to remind myself of what Loose Cannon does. Actually, you know what? I can look at this because the signature is here. At the beginning of the phase, draw one if you have one of Fury. Yeah, that's right. It is what it does. Having a small hand doesn't feel like the best idea unless there's like good synergy, and I haven't really seen a lot of good synergy to have a small hand. But she is Fury Chaos. See, Leona is probably there are only 40 cards in the deck. And you do have to probably be mindful of, decking out. Well, okay. Oh, to be fair though, 40 cards is the minimum. There is no cap unless I have missed a rule change. You can have more than 40. It's just probably not a great idea to have more than 40. 40 is a cap. 40 is not a cap. 40 is a minimum. By the way, that was another storing scout. Your trash is now your deck? Does it really just recycle? Do you recycle? But your opponent gets a point. Oh, okay, all right. That's cool, actually. I like that. I do actually kind of like that because I can still get strategic. Because I can see where drawing yourself out and then reshuffling everything, especially get your champion back, if you only got one champion. Because unlike Magic, when you cast your champion, when you cast your champion from the chosen zone, it doesn't go back to the chosen zone. It goes to your trash. So if you need that guy back, and you're not playing a way to get that guy back, you're probably going to want to just cycle everything so you can get it back. I really kind of like that. And if you're going against multiple people, you can pick who gets the point. Oh, I love that even more. Okay, the more I'm learning about this game, the more and more it really feels beginner friendly a little bit. Especially for free for alls. Because, like, any other type of game, you'd be really worried about decking out. But for a game like this, where it's just you recycle it back, but you got to give a point up, well, I mean, oh, you know what? Here's a stipulation. Does decking out cause victory? Or is it still only you have to be able to hold or conquer all battlefields in the playing field? Decking out gives a victory point. Not like a regular point, but the... Okay, so it does give them the victory point. Okay, I can see then... Okay. Honestly, I still like that more than a lot of other card games. Because that still gives somebody else a chance to keep playing. And what is the best thing about any of these card games than the chance to keep playing? Because more playtime equals more learning. More learning means a better time next round. I wow. Okay. I'm getting invested in this card game. All right. I have to see when the next time I can get like some more in-person stuff done. Or maybe try out the whole webcam thing soon. Check out Annie at the end of your turn. You ready 2 runes? I remember that from the Shuffle Up video. It's funny. Their whole thing is called Shuffle Up, and the library program that I run is called Shuffle Up. Didn't even notice that until just now. That was named before I even knew that channel existed. Is Annie gonna show up here? Let me see. Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Where is Annie? Where's Annie? Is she not in this? No, she has to be in this card set. You know, instead of scrolling the price guide on TCG Player so I can just look at the card, I could just also type Annie and then see what happens. So it seems like she's a rare pull, a $10 card. Okay. I passed her then. Let's see here. Oh. Did I not spell her right? Did I? Did I not spell her name right? Are you kidding me? Any Dark Child started. Oh, cool. A link. Hang on. Before I look at that link, I want to actually see if I can just find her right quick. Alright. It's going to be a lot faster and easier if I just do the link. Here we go. Dark Child. At the end of your turn, ready 2 runes. That's cool. She's in the starter. I just wasn't seeing her in the price guide for some reason. For some reason. I don't know. Maybe I'm just blind. And I spelled her name right, too. So that's weird. She's not in this price guide. That's... At least I can actually see that. She's also Fury Chaos, and I like that. Readying 2 runes so you can interact later is pretty good, too. Honestly, I'd rather have Annie than Jinx. If that makes any sense. Either way, let's keep plotting out the cards right now. We got a Confront. Units you play this turn enter ready, and you draw. Sorry, my brain had a thought. It's like, that's good. But I can't exactly pinpoint why that's good to me. The Dreaming Tree battlefield. The first time you choose a friendly unit with a spell, draw 1. Alright, that's for Ari. That's going to be for Ari. Alright. You can see when the wheels in my head start turning. We have another gear, the Mushroom Pouch. At the start of your beginning phase, if you control a face-down card out of battlefield, draw 1. So it's just, again, the extra draw. The Mountain Drake with 10 might. Jesus, 10 might. 9 cost, but 10 might. No recycle. The Solari Shrine, so another card for Leona, essentially. Kill a stunned enemy unit. You may exhaust this to draw 1. So we got the champion unit Kane. Oh yeah, we got a Convergent mutation. Hang on. What's that? Is that blue? Is that green? It's one of those two. Hang on. I'm gonna laugh. Yeah, choose a friendly unit. Increase its might to the might of another friendly unit. Yep. I'm just trying to remember what color it was. I don't remember what color it was. This is the fun part about it, because I'm trying to find this, and what's it? No, it can't be. There's no way it is. There's no way it is. No, it has to be green. It has to be green. There's no way it was red. I doubt it was red. That doesn't sound like a red card. I mean, it does actually sound like a red card, but it doesn't sound like a red card I'd have right now. Okay. Oh, I'm dumb. That's why. I'm dumb. It is blue. I put it in the green. It is blue. That's why I was confused. And the fact that it's a reaction too. Like that's just a nice reaction. It costs 2, you ready 2 rooms. Wouldn't work with Annie, but it is a thought. Where were we? We were at Kane, who's got ganking. If Kane's moved twice this turn, doesn't take any damage. That's funny. Works with Teemo. Is Teemo blue? I don't have a Teemo legend, that's why. I only have the champion. Teemo is blue. You're right. I remember looking up the champion. The champion was blue-purple. You're right. Also, Kane, though. I want to look at the starts of turns here, the phases. Because I want to try and understand, how does something move twice? Does it get readied again and then move? I would assume it would just have to get readied again. Which there might be ways for that to work. Because I would expect you to only get to move once. Trying to see how Kane could like gank, and on that second gank just not take any damage. Trying to understand the card, you know? That's what I like to do, is just understand the cards that I have. Yeah, take your time. Take your time. I'll still be here. We still have packs to open. And then our final card of this pack is a Seal of Unity. 0 cost, but you recycle a order. And as a reaction, you can add a power of order. And this is an alt art variant of it. So you know it's getting sleeved. Welcome back. Just for a recap, we have a Seal of Unity, borderless. Oh. Yeah, we pulled the alt art. We pulled Seal of Unity alt art. And we got the one that's the highest one out of the seals. Only one of the seals so far. Can I just say, the amount of times I'm saying the word seal, I wish Dugong would have gotten a Mega Evolution. Just because it would have been funny. It would have been really, really funny. I'll stick that there. I don't mind sticking that right there. Doing something different in terms of everything. And it's sleep, so I'll be able to find it. But yeah, we got an alt art Seal of Unity. Still looking for Ari. Maybe Teemo. Maybe Teemo. If I can get, what is it, Scout? I think. Might be Scout. Another list of keywords. Let's go ahead and do that. Finally, another Fury rune. A Solari Shield Bearer. Nope. Flame Chompers. When you discard me, you can pay a Fury rune to play me, or play a power of it. So, interesting. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. That's synergy. Okay. I have a terrible mind. Orb of regret. I'm just like, yeah, this as an orb you could always regret. Give a unit -1 this turn. It's a good gear. Another rebuke. Forge of the Future. When you play this, play a recruit at your base. When you kill this, recycle up to 4 cards from trashes. From trashes? So, okay, so, from trashes? And I would assume this doesn't count because it doesn't resolve to die until after it gets the 4 cards. But if you have multiple... Oh, wait, that cycles for free. If you have 3 of these... Hang on. If you have 3 of those... You know, the max you're allowed... Because then you could just pull one of the other ones back. Give me a second, just stretching my leg. I see the vision. I see the vision. Alright. Okay. I swear I really got to figure out all the wiring and stuff so I can just kick my legs that way. I have to keep constantly turning the chair this way. Oh boy. Okay. Alright. Let's get back into it. We have the Dune Drake. I'm sorry, I was about to call it the Donut Drake. I think I'm hungry. We have the Dune Drake. When it attacks, get +2 if there is a ready enemy unit. Another Mystic Poro. A Traveling Merchant. Discard 1. Draw 1 when it moves. Oh, hey! A Triferian War Camp. Another Adaptatron. We had one earlier. Another Spoils of War. Wasn't expecting that. A Tasty Fey Folk. So it can be accelerated, and when it dies, you channel 2 runes and draw 1. Let me look into that. That feels like... It's not an alt art, though. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, actually. This guy's getting sleeved, actually. Doesn't matter, it's not an alt art. There is no alt art. There's only Tasty Fey Folk. And then we have the champion unit, Trendemir. You're really hoping that Riftbound would use characters not just from Legends? You might want to explain that one to me, because I'm not into League of Legends by itself. Do you mean like Legends of Runeterra, or you mean like an actual like side thing that I'm just not aware of? Wow, really? Okay. Ooh. When it conquers after an attack, if you assign 5 or more excess damage, you score an extra point. So this man has overkill. I like that. All the characters are League of Legends? Oh. I mean, yeah. I think I can get what you're saying. I think I can get what you're saying. You want to see something new? Yeah, like an original character, maybe? Made for the card game? Okay, so then I have to ask, Did any of the other side games, like, yeah, give the TCG a character that wasn't in LoL? Is there any, like, lore stuff? Or, like, any of the side games? Like, what's the auto chess one? What is that called, actually? None of the other games got that kind of treatment either, so everything is just League of Legends. Interesting. It would be nice if there was somebody completely brand new, but then you also have to think about, like, there is so much. Because how many champions are in League of Legends now? Like, there are so many playable characters. You know, I could see it from the other side of, like, why even make something brand new? If the TCG makes more money than the game, oh, bet. If the TCG starts, like, outperforming the game, oh, yeah. Fiddlesticks TCG. I, I don't know what that means, but. And I mean, again, this feels like a card game that could hook people. What really will set it apart is the fact that Riot was a broken champion. Oh. How broken are we talking here? You see it and it's too late broken? At the phases of the turn. That a new player could carry to the point they nerfed him into the ground. Huh, you know. Kind of like another character I know of from a different game. Yeah, a game where you shoot. Yeah, kind of like another character I know of. Yeah, it took too long to nerf her. it took way too long to nerf her. You know, kind of like another character I know. Yeah, that's just how balancing goes. A constant AoE that spammed life drain that healed him. So you get boots to move faster and spell damage. So unless you can, and then he's silenced. And they thought that was okay. That's all I want to, like, infer here. They thought that was okay. I mean, again, balancing a video game is hard. I get that. You want to make a new character feel powerful. You want to make people want to play the new character. But they thought that was okay. Oh, sweet. Another order rune. And another wielder of water. And a Chemtech Enforcer. Alright, something new. We got a Mega Mech. It's not blue and bold. I mean, it's a blue card, but it's not bold. Mech fights have two rules. No cheating, don't get caught cheating. I like that. League of Legends has a lot of personality. Again, I probably never really played the original game at all. I know for a fact, once I can confirm I have stable internet, I'm going to play the fighting game a lot. He was OP again a couple years ago. they they tilted the scale in the wrong direction. Oh, wait, no. They go that way. They go that way because the camera's mirrored. Oh, a meditation. I don't know if I got one of these already or not. He has a 60% win rate as a support. they, they overhauled my man's Fiddlesticks 6 months ago and said, "Child, it's time to rise again. It's time to rise." We got a Daring Poro. Another Fury of Blades. I feel like that's the fourth one. Fight or Flight. Oh, this is new. C3 of Cloudfield. When you play another unit, buffer. Zon Warrens. Please give us Fiddlesticks and just make his card say, yeah, you win, bro. Do you understand? I mean, hey, he might be coming in the next set. He might come in Fiddlestick. He might come in Spirit Forger. Who knows? Zon Warrens is when you conquer, discard one, draw one. Another dangerous duo is kind of nice. A foil charm. Charm is not. I think this is our third charm. I swear this is our third charm. So we have all of that for Ari. Thankfully. Okay, so I'm gonna reverse the order of the next cards coming here because one came after the other. We have Udyr the Wild Man. Spend his buff and choose one you have not chosen this turn. You can deal 2 damage to a unit on the battlefield, stun a unit, ready him, or give him ganking. That's a lot. If you can rebuff him, I can see that working a lot. And then we have another legend card, Victor. A Mind in Order. Pay 1 and tap him, and you get to play a recruit token. So he's another set of ramp. If I could spell, it'd be great. Alright, so it's not the Altar, it's the regular. Herald of the Arcane. Oh, it's only 52. There are 3 different Victors in this set. Alright. We have another ad break. Luckily, that's coming at like the end of packs, and I'm okay with that. Alright, well, we have another legend in Victor. See, now I think... How many we got more? How many more is in here? How many more is in here? Are we still not even halfway done with the box? Oh. Okay, so we still have 10 packs. We still have 10 packs. Like, we still have 10 packs. So let's open another one. Another Steps to Combat. What? Why? What are you brawling to? Buff. What is that? Oh, yeah. That's just a different recruit. Okay. Alright. Oh, hey, here's something that plays from Annie. So we have a Disintegrate. Deal 3 to a unit. If it kills it, draw 1. Falling Comet. Deal 6 to a unit. Another Engard. Wonderful. Cruel Patron. It's an additional cost. Kill a friendly. Ew. Cannon Barrage. Skulker. Scout. An Energy Conduit that can tap on reactions that add 1 cost. We have the Windswept Hillsock. Or, I'm sorry, Hillock. Units here have ganking and can just move. That's funny. Alright. Fading Memories. Give unit at a battlefield or a gear temporary. Oh, that sounds really mean, actually. That sounds really mean, actually. I have a Spectral Matron. A Thousand Tail Watcher. Yeah, take your time. You can accelerate it, and when you play them, give an enemy unit -3 to a minimum of 1. Oh, give enemy units, plural. Enemy units, plural. Okay. I think this one's getting sleeved, actually, because Thousand Tail Watcher is a really good card for putting in, like, the Ari stuff. Oh, well, it's getting sleeved, all right. He's getting sleeved, all right. And a Machine of Angel, where it plays 3 recruits upon death. I almost want to say Machina, but this isn't Final Fantasy 10 specifically. I should play that. I really should play Final Fantasy 10. Anyway, that's the last one of that. That's not green. I mean, the Dude Man and art is green, but it's order. Still has loads of card packs to go. Kind of surprised I actually went on for 2 hours now and I'm not done. Honestly, I'm just really slow with the card packs. If it's not Pokemon, I'm not blitzing through it. Another timing and spells one. I don't even need to show it. Oh, okay. Alright. Starting off strong again. Yep, we're starting off strong again. So we just got another showcase. Rarity. We got the Chaos Rune showcase. Starting off strong again. Makes me fearful I'm not going to see Ari, but like... Hey, there we go. Another one. At the end, I'll try and grab everything that's been sleeved and, you know, lay it out like a money spread. We have another Consult the Past. Stalwart Poro. Noxious Hopeful. Mega Mech. Sneaky Deckhand. Jafririan Glory Seeker. Legion and played gets buffed. Pack Cup. The Hollow Tomb Battlefield. So we're getting a lot of different battlefields, actually. I wonder how many battlefields there are in this set. When you hold here, you may return your chosen champion from your trash to the zone if it's empty. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. I can see what battlefield I might be playing. Wait, hang on. Hang on. How much was Teemo? What was the cost, Teemo? Oh yeah. Yeah, Teemo was 2. Teemo's 2 doesn't have a power cost. No cycling the runes. Teemo's 2. Teemo is 2. And Teemo can be hidden, and when he's playing, he's basically 4 might. Yeah, I like that battlefield a lot, actually. Yep, nope, we're still in this pack. The Siren. Pay 1 tap, move a friendly unit to a battlefield. Oh, friendly unit add a battlefield to your base. Mask of Foresight. When a friendly... Okay. Interesting time to yawn. When a friendly unit attacks or defends alone, give +1. Foil Noxious Hopeful. Oh. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. We got her. We got a champion Ahri. Not exactly the one I wanted, but you know what? We got a champion Ahri. We can make the Ahri deck. We have the cards. We have the cards to make Ahri. So, when you hold, you score an additional point. Or when she holds, you score an additional point. Oh, thank God we got the Ahri. I was actually really worried there for a second that we weren't going to get Ahri. This is alluring. Okay. So this basically turned out to be the Ahri box. Didn't get enough of the runes though, but we'll worry about what the main deck looks like at the end of this. And then we have Blind Fury. Each opponent reveals a top card of their main deck and choose one and play it, ignoring its cost, then recycle the rest. Oh, you choose. Each opponent, so if you're in a free-for-all, you get 3 choices of cards and ignore the cost and just play it. And then recycle the other ones that don't get played. Blind Fury sounds cool, actually, because you can mess with somebody's deck like that. It's a Fury, I think. I think it's a Fury. Yeah, it's a Fury. Oh, well, it's in the name, honestly. It's Blind Fury, so it must be a Fury. Next pack. I am very much relieved, actually. Like, I am so relieved. You don't understand. I can actually do the thing that I wanted to do today. I never get to do that thing. Key game terms. We got a regular Chaos Rune. Another Stand United. A Pouty Poro. A Falling Comet. An Ember Monk. A Call to Glory. A Bilgewater Bully is a new one. When it's buffed, it has ganking. Another Ride the Wind. Stacked deck. Look at the top 3 of your main deck. Put 1 in your hand. Recycle the rest. And a new battlefield. Vilema's Lair. Units can't move from here to their base. So they're stuck here. You have to think carefully about trying to conquer that one then. Maybe save it for last. Facebreaker again. Ooh, no, I don't want to put that face down. Another Dangerous Duo. And I love how the cards don't want to stay neat. They gotta like, you gotta toy with it like it's a child wanting to not sit in its seat. We will get an Anivia Primal, a champion unit. When it attacks, deal 3 to all enemy units there. Interesting for a champion unit. Alright. Probably works with Lee Sin. See, one of the things that I don't have as like a knowledge for these cards and characters is like, where's lore, you know? Like, I don't play League. I don't know a whole bunch of background of League. I don't know what characters would really have lore for each other, or like it would make sense that they work together. Like, I'm sure that if there's a Vi card, it probably works with Jinx, right? Maybe. I don't know who would work with Ari per se. There isn't lore. There's not lore. Is there not lore? I would have thought there was lore here, for as long as League of Legends has been a thing. Oh no, you mean just with like Ari specifically? I thought you just killed each other. Well, what's lore? Who needs words? Just shoot each other. Alright, and then finally, we have the legend that I remember from that video. We have Kaisa. Kaisa's a good one. On reaction, you can only use this to play spells, but you can add power. And this can't be reacted to, so it cuts the chain. So we have the Kaisa legend now. Sorry, looking for K on my keyboard. It's kind of hard to see. I've got like all the light shining down on it. I got like the beam of God from my monitor shining on my keyboard, and I can't actually read it. Daughter of the Void, Daughter of the Void, Daughter of the Void. All right. Another card I would look into playing, depending. But I'd have to get a Kaisa champion. That means I would have to get Kaisa Survivor. Or Evolutionary? Maybe. Maybe Evolutionary. But anyway, Kaisa. Alright. Man, I'm gonna have to go back through this and clip almost every single, like, big hit we've gotten. This has been the giving box today. And I am very thankful for it. You know, it is the month to be thankful after all, with Thanksgiving coming up. And Black Friday soon afterwards. More timing spells and abilities. So different. Oh, okay. No, that's not what I thought it was at all. Fury Rune. Poro. Another Stupefy. I think it's the fourth one. Sunlit Guardian. Legion Rearguard. Cemetery Attendant. Vanguard Sergeant. Cannon Barrage. Obelisk of Power. We're just racking up the battlefields today. At the start of each player's first beginning phase, that player channels a rune. Not exhausted. You think you're slow. I don't know what someone's red moon is. What is that supposed to mean? Also, how you doing? How's it going, Michaela? This feels a little bit busted because... Or am I misreading this? I might be misreading this, actually. Because if it's at the start of each player's beginning phase, you channel one rune. Does that mean you channel 1 instead of 2, or you channel 3 instead of 2? Because if it means you channel 1 instead of 2, that severely limits the playing field. That makes power cost exponentially, like, harder to think about. Ginkgo Monk. Buff 2 other friendly units. Salvage. Kill a gear, draw. Another Morbid Return. Let me look up Morbid Return. I have to actually look up Morbid Return. Okay. Red Moon is something that involves women. You know what? I'll leave it there. I don't think I need to know. I think I can piece it together, but I don't need to know. I don't know why you know this now. I don't know why you would taint my pure mind. Anyway, we'll get a Sabotage going. Choose an opponent. They reveal their hand, choose a non-unit card from it, and recycle it. Come on. Come on. Yeah! Another one. Good rare. Good rare. Very good rare. Nope. Over here. And, I did it first. What are you talking about? My perfect, pure of heart, never has made a sex joke in my life. Except that one time. And that one other time. And that other time. And that other time. And then, speaking about Teemo earlier, we got the Swift Scout Legend. So, in essence, I can technically make 2 decks because I have the Teemo Legend and I have a Chosen Champion for Teemo. I think Swift Scout I want to sleeve. I think no, it's not the different Swift Scout. It's gotta be the other Swift Scout. Okay. Has to be the other Swift Scout. Alright. But we do now have a Teemo Legend and a champion. So we have the Ari champion and Legend. We have the Teemo champion and Legend. Not being able to bowling because of leagues. It's okay. You weren't able to bowl? Oh, did they have it like what's the word? Was it reserved the one time you went? Man. I gotta look into that. I mean, I think this is the bad knee that I messed up in college. I always forget which knee it was, but I think by the fact of the incessant pain that keeps happening in this one knee, it was probably this knee. Alright. May that not cause me any more issues, hopefully for the rest of the night. But yeah, from what I'm hearing you saying, I'm guessing the one time you went, the league had it reserved. Leagues were today and I didn't know that? Fair enough. Yeah, it's one of the other thoughts of like, because I would like to go bowling. I thought leagues were in the middle of the week, but I also haven't been to a bowling alley in years. It's something I really want to like try and start doing again, as well as like playing some more outdoor stuff. Well, I guess that's more indoor, but you know, leaving my house to go do something type of stuff. You know, like playing these card games. The second place Andy deck at a local regional costs $400. Alright, so I will say that knowledge alone this first month of the card game existing doesn't bode well for it being accessible. But I do think if you can get structure decks. Oh, you optimize it, drop to 160? That's better, at least. That's better. But that's still a lot of money. But it does make me wonder. Yeah, no. Why would you buy cards individually at that cost? Is like, yeah, no. You would just buy a starter deck. Like, again, I'm gonna see what I can do here because we have the Teemo. We don't have a signature spell for Teemo, but we have Teemo. We have Teemo. We have Ari. Like, unironically, I can make 2 decks here, and I can carry those to the library with me. Desperation. If you're that desperate for colorful cardboard, there might be a little bit of a mental problem up here. Hi, welcome to the stream. See, I'm openly looking for colorful cardboard. But yeah, no, that it just reminds me of Pokemon and the fact that like your Metal Greymon deck like that. Oh, you know what? While we're opening packs, I'm going to show you. You mentioned Metal Greymon and Digimon earlier. Where is it? Oh, I'm gonna have to stand up for it. Hang on. You mentioned it earlier, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a treat while you're here, Magic. So in this binder, I have all of my hits for over the years, or over the 1 year I've been opening cards. And I think there's one card you might like to see. And that, my friend, is the most prized card in my collection. Being the secret rare pull Metal Garurumon. Hope you got an eye full out of that one, and I'll hang on. I'll flash it again right quick just to make sure. But yeah, that was from a 2.5 I got from Amazon back in July. And no. You wish. You wish. How would you get kicked out for opening packs? That makes no sense. Why, do they think you're just chasing it for money? Oh, you pull chases. Every time. I mean, hey, you being here, I pulled what I wanted. I'd say that's more of a blessing than a curse. Granted, I don't really have a chase here. I was just looking for Ari or something to make a deck. Pulled a chase card from a winner's pack. Jesus. Even I know how strange that can get. There's more in there. I can show that off at another time, but for as of right now, yeah, that's like the most prized card in my collection. And oh my god, if you had seen the Amazon box when it came in, ugh, it was that box was beaten to hell and back. The winner digital gate open card. It says winner on it, and I came in third. Yeah, I'd probably be mad too. I won't lie. I probably would have been mad too. All I get is this stupid meditation. So in first place, hated you. I can see why. Pull the 10-cent card. Another Legion rear guard while we're talking about this. Another Riptide Rex as well. Riptide Rex. Dang, I didn't know we were playing Assassin's Creed. Here's a Hidden Blade. It immediately went into the deck too. That's funny. Must have been a good card. Ooh, its controller draws 2, but kill a unit at a battlefield on hidden reaction. Another first mate. But every time I play it, it's a jab at him at this point. That makes sense. that makes total sense. A quick gust to return something with 3 might or less back to an owner's hand. Another Call of the Week. Most powerful card in my deck. And only attainable through the promos and winners. Another ad's going to start up. Actually, I can snooze it. Never mind. We got 5 more minutes on that one. That's insanely funny though. I gotta give that to you. That's insanely funny. We have a Sun Disc with Legion. Catalyst of Aeons. Channel 2 runes exhausted. If you couldn't channel 2 runes, draw a card. The Candlelit Sanctum. I don't remember if we pulled this one already. When you conquer here, look at the top 2 cards of your main deck. And you can recycle one or both. Put those you don't put back. Put those you don't back in any order. Basically, cipher code from Pokemon. Well, not exactly cipher code. This is looking at the top. Recon Directive. That's what that was. It's Recon Directive from Pokemon. Another Mobilize, which is really funny, actually. The digital gate open. I'm going to dismiss that. Another ad's going to come up. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 Digimon, 1 Tamer to the hand. Rest to the bottom. Place this in the battle area. It has a delay. You can play a Tamer with the same color as any of your Digimon on the field with reduced cost by 4. Security effect copies the main effect. Oh. Gotcha. Then add this card to hand. Wait, then add this card to hand? That's a good card. And you got this from the back. $11 too. This is a card I would like to have, actually. Play it twice, baby. I know that's right. You run 2. You know, $11? How many of a card can you run in Digimon again? It's 4, right? I believe. If you want to, you can put that in the Discord. Let's see, what channel is best for that? Either campaign managers or I guess it'd be nice just to look at the art. You can put it in the art channel, which is I play on RFK Jr. at the moment with my wife took Tylenol channel. America's Weird. Up to 4 unless on the banned list or restricted list. That makes sense. I mean, like, I'm still wondering if Vivi's about to get banned out of standard, because, I mean, it would make sense, even with the tap, even with it being eroded to a tap ability. Man, they really should have thought about that before they made it a 0-cost ability, and you just generate mana like that. That's just dumb. That was so dumb. Ooh, okay. Ava Achiever. We live in a world. Which channel would you put it in? What is the best channel you could put that in? Go ahead and throw it in Campaign Managers Anonymous, because that's the closest we have to a tabletop channel. honestly. I'd say there. And also, welcome into the Discord. We do, Michaela, we do in fact live in a world. Let's see here. Aba Chiva. When she attacks, you may pay a mind rune to play a card with hidden from your hand, ignoring its cost. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. That's kind of cool. I like that. Not costly either. I could get more of these. I'd like to get more of these. Being able to play a hidden with a reduced cost is nice. Nice. Albus Ferrus. When you play me, spend any number of buffs for each one. Channel 1 rune exhausted. That is insane ramp. Welcome to our cesspool of weird. Oh, come now. We're not that bad. At least we're not the Kanye Discord. Oh, I think we're getting to the end of the box. We've only got a couple more left. It's been a long time. Very, very long time. Alright, more key game tones. Oh, man, tell me about it. That man... You are running out of he made graduation. Would you like to continue? Honestly. It's just so stark. Like, what happened to him? It was not the same after his mama died. It was not the same. Got a buff recruit. Helpful amount of tokens, I'd say. Yeah, there's Ned. That's why I'm like kind of pausing. COVID. You posted the picture? Yeah. We'll take a second to bring that up. Alright. Let's see. This is what I can do. We'll do that. I can barely see my monitor. Hang on. Capture application. No, don't do that. Yes, do that? No. Capture specific window. You're gonna make me have to pop it out, aren't you? Discord, why are you like this, Discord? Why are you like this, Discord? Here. We can just do it that way. We just do that. Yes, there we go. There you go. So, yeah. Okay. He's got the winner stamp on it and everything. I love that. It's just... It's 4? It only costs 4 to use? I would be mad too, actually. I would be mad too. You are indeed a winner. I would be mad too, actually. It's 4 cost. I would be mad too, I won't lie. And you got that this year? And one was a winner. Well, they can't all be winners. You only needed 2 for the deck. You got 2 weeks ago. They can't all be winners now. All right, lecturing Yordle. 1 week ago. Oh, so you got that really recently. One of these days, I will try to be more diligent about Friday. I have to be more diligent about the Halloween bash. Nice. That must have been what the event was called. Yeah. I have to be more diligent about getting out to my local card shops, plural, because there's more than just one I can go to. Having run the trading card club at the library that I work at for almost a year at this point, it has really taught me a lot of things. And it's kind of gotten me to appreciate card games on a new level that I didn't used to before. So I want to more energize myself into this as much as I can. But that does come at the cost of I have to drive to a place. And sometimes traffic's bad. Or I need to get the cards physically in hand so I can actually play them. It's something I've been trying to figure out over the last year. And, you know, when I finally do get to go places, it's nice. It's fun. I have to try and get somebody else in on this whole League of Legends stuff. Another Find Your Center. The Vampire Masquerade TCG. I didn't even know I had a TCG. You'd be the only one globally playing it. I didn't know Vampire Masquerade had a TCG. That's news to me. I never played one of those games. One of these days, you know. I need to start adding more stream days so we can get more things done. Because I only go for like 4 hours at most. Has died and come back to life 3 or 4 times now? 3 or 5 times now? You think they take the hint after the first time, but I guess they must have faith in it somehow. Somebody must be buying it. It must be you. They're making it for you. You got to be appreciative. Flame Chompers. New owners each time, so somebody must be looking at it like this is a card game. This is printing money. Mystic Poro. Forge of the Future? Yeah, no, maybe if they tried advertising it. Advertising it. What do you think this is? A competent company? Bilgewater Bully? Skulker? Grove of the God Willow. When you hold here, draw a extra card. Basically, you get a draw before the draw step. Word of mouth. Problem is, it's just my mouth. Fair enough. Oh, Eclipse Herald. When you stun a unit, ready it and give it +1 might. Works more for Leona than it would for Ari. It's going to be a little interesting to go through these 2 colors right quick and then be like, what could be Ari's and what could be Teemo's, you know? Ravenbloom Student. Ooh, The Promising Future. Each player looks at the top 5 cards of the main deck, choose one, recycle the rest. Starting with the next player, each player plays those cards, ignoring their energy cost, but still paying the power cost. Well, I mean, it's basically only an Annie deck in the name of it's an Annie legend with probably the Annie champion, I would think, because I don't think you can cross champions. So it's basically just Annie is the face, but you're using all the other champions that work with her. Promising Future is also a really good card. It can be a make or break, but it can also be the end of your existence if you're not careful. Oh, well, damn. We finally got her. We finally got her. We got Leona. Yeah, deck meta really shouldn't be a thing because in English, the game just dropped. Like in Chinese, it's been around for a while. It's not the alt art, but let's see here. Is it $80? It's not the alt art. It's determined. So it's almost four. It's $4. It's not alt. And alt is only 15. So she gets a sleeve for her troubles. And they've had it for a couple months now, right? Like China got it before we did. It's nice to finally see her though. She has shield, and when she attacks, you stun a unit. It's nice to see her though. Oh, I got my hopes up. I got my hopes so up. I got my hopes so up. I mean, I'm glad to have it. I'm glad to have it, but I got my hopes way up. I thought this was going to be something more because we got another hit. You're right because there are. Is there 3v3s? I didn't know there were 3v3s. I didn't know that was a mode. Yeah, we got Darius the Executioner. This is the alt art. It's 10 on the price guide, apparently. It's only 10 or 9. Unless you've got a different price guide. That's why I was sitting here like, oh. Now we could actually make the Darius deck. Click it. The Chinese version. Oh, okay. I'll look back on it later. For now, it's getting sleeved. So we could technically make a Darius deck now. Other friendly units have +1. And Legion. When you play them, ready them. So now we have 3 deck options. I think, because this Darius, that's a order Darius. I think there's a red Darius. Yeah, Darius Trifarian is red Darius. But Darius is Fury Order. So we technically have 3 decks. We have the possibility of 3 decks. There's enough cards here to where we can make a 40 card deck. Yeah. Yeah, there's enough cards here to where I could make 3 decks because that's just 120 cards. And booster box has 336. We are almost done. We got a couple more packs to go. I might start rapid firing a little bit. But like that's still a cool card. That's still a cool looking card. I want to stress. More keywords. Body rune. Smokescreen. Stalwart Poro. Magma Worm. Other friendly units enter ready. Yeah, Fury runes shouldn't be too much to actually get them. Whenever I need to buy more runes, I'm gonna just see if somebody's got like a pack of runes ready, and I can just like order like 20 of each of them. If I can get like 120 runes, pretty cheap. that's set for life. Honestly, I shouldn't really have any problems. Orb of Regret, Triferian Glory Hole. I know what I said. Dude Drake. Psy Scout. Noxian Drummer. That's new, I think. Yeah, one of these days I might maybe put my drink through a glory hole. Where's the Kanye card to boot? You can play a recruit token when she moves to the battlefield. Iron Ballista. Enters exhausted. Tap it to deal 2 damage to a unit. Reaver's Row. Another new battlefield. When you defend here, you may move a friendly unit here to the base. Oh, hey, a Convergent Mutation. I was hoping to get a second one of this. Mind Splitter. When you play, choose an opponent. They reveal their hand. Choose a card. Discard that card. You know, purple is actually starting to feel a little bit more like a blue from other card games. All right, your chat went above the threshold, so let me... The Kanye card reads, I'm going to let you finish, but it interrupts spells and attacks. Doesn't stop them, but you can talk about the card. Imagine, it's just a... For the entire time that you can still keep speaking, this card will resolve and the unit gains +7 or something. But if you stop talking at any point, it goes away. I'd love to see something like that. Imagine somebody pulling out a whole ass speech they prepared for playing that card. Ooh, Mind Splitter is $4. Oh, have I finally... Oh, I finally hit back down to my actual sleeves that weren't just sitting on my table. Really? I wouldn't have actually thought that existed. Like, you know, one-off stuff. It has a rule that you can check an electronic while playing. If you check an electronic while playing, you lose a life. What kind of card? Okay, all right. Maybe going a little bit too far there. If you do more damage, you do more damage if you are near a tunnel. Card game. You see, I want to look into that card game. It's creative. You have to give it credit. It is creative. But that does not sound like a card game I would want to play. That sounds weird. We have Jinx's signature spell. The Super Mega Death Rocket. Deal 5 damage to a unit, and when you conquer, you may discard a card to return this card from your trash. Honestly, I just kind of want to see how far the rabbit hole goes, but that's another boring Sunday me thing to do, and not a right now me thing to do. I'm relishing the fact that I got the Jinx signature, and I didn't get like a Jinx champion or like. I didn't get Jinx anything yet. I didn't get anything Jinx, did I? No, we talked about Jinx. That's what it was. Yeah, I would have thought. Signature spell, it probably would be like $17. It'd be funny if this next pack has a Jinx in it. Oh, hey, we managed to save another pack. I haven't seen that one guy asking to buy a pack yet since he first asked, and I had to leave for a second. So we are down to our last two. If I don't see him before I open that last pack, I'm opening that last pack. Just as a forewarning. I'd be more than happy to help somebody out. You think it might be MetaZoo? Oh, phases of return. I don't know who MetaZoo is, so. Alright, we got a Calm Rune. Solari Shieldbearer. Oh, the card game. The card game's name might be MetaZoo. That sounds familiar, and I don't know why it sounds familiar. It's weird. Why does it sound familiar? We got a Chemtech Enforcer. Got another Sprite Call. We have another Engard. Another Challenge. Morbid Return. Forge of the Future. Here's something new. Gemcraft Seer. Has vision. Other friendly units have vision. Block! Old Spice Body... Ooh, plays hidden. Give a unit shield 3 and tank. Alright. Okay. I like that. I'm gonna have to buy Blitzcrank, aren't I? I really want Blitzcrank. Like, out of my limited, like, knowledge of League of Legends, I like Blitzcrank. Peak Guardian. Ooh, another Sprite Call. A Traveling Merchant. And another Scout Teemo. I think this one doesn't get sleeved. It does. Never mind, it does. That's even better for Teemo deck, because now you can have another Teemo in here. Because you can have multiples of the same champion. It's just somebody has to be in the zone. Yeah, so a lot of purple seems to be pulling from trash. And it seems like you're pulling from trash to hand a lot, at least from what I've been getting. But there might be a lot of pulling from trash to the top of deck. If there's a good amount of pulling from trash to the top of deck, Trampling Merchant is insane. Yeah, it's been a lot of to hand, not field, before I open this pack. As an example. Yeah. I mean, Morbid Return. Literally the card beforehand was return a unit from your trash to hand, not to field. You have some return units to battlefield from return units to the hand from the battlefield. Yes, purple is Magic the Gathering black and Digimon purple. Absolutely. I made note of that earlier, and it just clicked like that. But yeah, purple here is purple and Digimon. There's a lot of similarities, and they probably did a lot of research into making this card game, looking at the other card games. Because, like, I don't know if you've ever played One Piece, but One Piece and Digimon are kind of the same, and it's kind of, because it's just by Bandai. I haven't heard a lot about Card Fight Vanguard, but it also sounds kind of like the similar same keywords and actions. Which, I mean, it could be ignorant of me to say, considering I've never played Card Fight Vanguard. But all of those are Bandai. Digimon's a better game, but One Piece is better for collectors. It's an interesting take on it. Yeah, I can see that. I can dig that. There we go. Let's see. It's gonna open one of these days. It's gonna open. I'm gonna make this pack open. You play Magic the Gathering if it didn't suffer from what Pokemon has. Unfortunately, most, if not all, trading card games are suffering from scalping at the moment just because people are seeing it at the stock market. And, like, here's the problem. If you like Riftbound, you want it to succeed, but succeeding does, in fact, mean more scalping. And because it's Riot, they're gonna do their damnedest to make it succeed. Digimon wasn't hit too hard, which is great, but do you hear a lot of Digimon if you don't out search for it? Like, I hear of Pokemon, I hear of Magic without searching for it. At least with Digimon, I can go get my box sets and they're like $80. That's the great part. Hopefully for Riftbound, they won't cost too high, but that's just a yet to be seen. I mean, like, man, I wanted to get so much more into Pokemon with the Mega Evolution set, and to get a booster that is $300. Yeah, it's a game that won't die, but it's also a game that's not going to get to that same level of notoriety. Like, you want this to hit Pokemon levels. Yeah, and they're reselling the Riftbound starters for $60. Like, that's part of pre-release hype and release hype. Hopefully it will die down around Christmas, I would expect. And, depending on how the next set goes, Spirit Forgers in February, maybe it'll die down a little bit there. Maybe they'll just shift their attention to the next set, not really worry about the previous one. Because that's what happens with Pokemon too. Like, Pokemon prices have come down. Christmas probably will be worse. He's gonna buy it for the kids, yeah. Christmas probably will be worse, but I can dream. But looking at Pokemon, Destined Rivals has not come down. That's never gonna probably happen. But Black Bolt White Flare came down. Journey Together's come down. Even some of the Mega Evolution stuff has actually already come down because they're getting ready for Phantasmal Flames. Like Booster Mega is still like $300. Well, actually no, I think it dropped a little bit. What is it called? Oh wow, that's my knee. Ooh. The ETBs. The starters have gone down. Yeah, the ETBs are actually going down a little bit. I remember the ETBs were like $150. Yeah, Commander decks are super low, which is good. They go on sale a lot too. They're available. Like, okay, that's the main part. Like, I'm looking at. They're available, and you get 100 cards that are playable. Exactly. Like, I kind of wish I had waited to buy my Terra one because I really wanted that Terra one. But like, that's the key part. It's available. I can go to Amazon right now and buy like the Titus one if I wanted to, or the Ishtola. And so it really just comes down to that, because if you look at the Spider-Man set from Magic earlier this year, that was so high before release. After release, it tanked. Oh yeah, and then TMNT is coming with that commander. I mean, like, have you seen the Aang card paired with Fist of Sun? You want just free spells all day? Yeah, Spider-Man went down as one of the worst releases, and it's really sad because it should not have. It really should not have. And to make matters worse, Arena, like, if you want to play the cards on Arena, it's now an entirely differently brand named set. And all those cards are different. It makes it weirder for no reason aside from stuff. Yeah, at least. Yeah. I can give Arena props because, I started playing that at the beginning of August, and it at least gave me enough free cards where I could make a deck. Um, was free with a one-time purchase. Was that online? Magic Gathering online? By the way, Buff Recruit. I've heard about online. Yet no? Was it a different one? Magic Duels. Oh, yeah, that makes sense, actually. That makes sense. Um, at the very least, with Magic, every new set gives me 3 packs, and that's worth it. It's not Pokemon levels. I hope they never change the Pokemon Live. Honest to God, that has been the best free-to-play game I've played in a decade. And it's weird for me to admit that the Pokemon TCG Live, because it was just so it respects my time. It respected my time to get that battle pass finished in a week, and I didn't think that would exist. Ooh, we're at 316, and we got one more pack left, and I still want to do the card thing. Like, okay, if you have not played it, I don't know if you have or not. If you have not played that thing online, Pokemon TCG Live, so like, you can't buy cards. You can't buy card packs. Oop. Okay, hang on. I can't stop that ad, can I? I probably can't stop the ad. Yeah, I can't stop the ad. All right, we'll pause for a second. I'll respond to that. I'll respond to that in just a second because I want the ad to finish. But actually remove the box. Hopefully I don't need to do any more typing. Caitlin, how's your day going while we wait for the ad break to finish? Because we'll pause for a second while I wait for that. It's 30 more seconds. It's interesting, and I think I might know what your problem is with that. Maybe. Potentially. Potentially, I might know what your problem is with that, actually. All right, here we go. So to continue the conversation from beforehand. So it crashes when you try to register an account is interesting. And I would assume you've tried to like uninstall, reinstall it. That one might be some sort of cache issue. Or it might be looking for a trainer account that doesn't exist anymore, perhaps. But either way, the 3 like challenges it wants you to do for experience in the battle pass. You prefer physical cards anyway? I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I like it because it gives me an extra avenue to learn the card games more and learn how decks I build can be better. Which reminds me, I need to add Dawns to my Alakazam, so I can just pull the Alakazams. But the challenges to get XP for your battle pass don't take a lot. You can't buy the packs from the game itself. You either have to get physical card packs and get the card code, or buy a card codes online. And like I like that because then if I ever have a kid and they get into the TCG, they cannot take my credit card and go through the TCG. There's another extra layer and step that they have to learn how to do, and that's enough to catch them. And so it doesn't take long to just move up through the battle pass. You can use the points you accrue to move up through the battle pass and buy battle pass tiers. And it's stuff that you earn. It's all like you earn this, and you can get like 10 to 20 to 30 tiers in a single day. And if you keep playing the game, you keep getting more points when you level up. Like it respects your time, and it makes it nice to play the card game. And I love that. Arena would be there if I could do the same thing with its battle pass, but you can't, because its battle pass, you have to buy it. And I hate that. And then don't even get me started on Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't care. I tried playing that one long ago. Nah, never again. We have Get Excited, which is a new card, by the way. Discard 1, deal its energy cost as damage to a unit. Ignore its power. That would be great for Annie. Or Jinx, maybe. It's so bad, man. I like low power Yu-Gi-Oh, but that's also because I'm old compared to them. But also, it was really funny to watching the 50-year-old guy come in with an Exodia deck. I mean, that's kind of a lot of card game. That's kind of a lot of anything at this point. I mean, have you ever been to a Warhammer thing? It's not great. It's not great. But yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! I hate what they did to my game. I used to love Yu-Gi-Oh! And now it's just turn 1 or turn 2, I win. I've never actually played Warhammer, but like I've been to one of those before. It wasn't too bad actually. I guess I got lucky with the people that actually shower. Orb of Regret. Playful Phantom. Pit Rookie. Undercover Agent. I just realized the marvelousness of purple. Discard cards, add them back to hand. I just realized. Oh. 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 I'm gonna try and mess around with Teemo a little bit, actually. Alright, we have another Cruel Patron. Another Confront. Another new battlefield, the Grand Plaza. Teemo's won a few Chinese locals. I can see it. Especially because the champion itself is hidden and you can pull the champion back. Like, it's not hard to pull him back. It's really not hard. Especially with that one battlefield that could pull the champion back. I think it was a battlefield. When you hold here, if you have 7+ units, you win the game. I was waiting for an alt victory. Because I knew there had to be an alt victory condition. And then you get this. This is just play Darius. This is just play Darius. Just play Darius. Just play Darius. People have to wipe you. And if they can't wipe you, that's game. Even worse in a 1v1, actually. Because in a 1v1, it shouldn't be that damn hard to put 7 units on one battlefield. Am I wrong? I guess I haven't seen the game played online yet. But am I wrong? Putting 7 units on one battlefield in a 1v1 should not be hard. Noxious Saboteur is a great way to shut Teemo down, actually. Your opponent's hidden cards can't be played. That's a great way to shut that down. Scrap Heap. When played, discarded, or killed, draw 1. Wait, hang on. Hang on when you say that. Because this just says win the game when you hold here with 7+ units. This just says win the game. I don't think you have to capture the other battlefield. I think you just need to pay attention to this one. And I think you just win the game. I'm going to have to look up the ruling on this one. Yeah, it's an alt condition. I think you just have to pay attention to that one. Victor makes tokens. Darius gets... You can run this with Victor. You can run it with Darius. So that you can also get the Legion stuff. So that things can cost 1 less. And then give them buffs. Because Victor... What did Victor do? Let's see here. Let's see here. Because I'm thinking you would do this with Darius. It's probably going to get banned. If nobody's, like, figured it out yet to make it, like, consistent, it's probably going to get banned. Okay, yeah. So, here's the thing. Victor costs 1 and tap to play it. But you don't get the... Unless you have something that says you can play the battlefields, which I don't think was in body yet. But it might be in mind. I don't know if it was in body, but it might be in mind. Being able to play to a battlefield, sure. This would just let you play a unit token to your base. Darius... What did Darius have? Darius was just add 1 with Legion. On reaction. Which is kind of infinitely better because it's on reaction. And then... There was, like, a couple of things in here, dog. Oh, you stack up 7... You have to hold. You do have to hold, so that gives your opponent time to figure it out. That's why I'm like, I think with Darius, there's a lot of giving might in here, in red, to where your tokens can live. Because the tokens are just 1 might. Yeah, recruits are just 1 might. So what needs to happen is that they need to also live. So you need good ways to keep them alive. And maybe I just don't remember some of the cards we pulled today, but I don't know if a lot of stuff is in body and mind in order to keep things alive. You get what I'm saying? I think there's a lot of red that can keep things alive. Because not only is it during showdowns with red, you can keep slinging spells to do damage. There's a lot of buffing in here too. Not like the regular buff, but just adding might. There was also a lot in green as well. I don't know. It might be with Victor. I think it's with Darius. I think it's with Darius. Especially because you can stop hidden cards from being played with Darius. Let's get through the rest of the packs, and then, like, I can look at it later. Next up we have Taric, the Protector. Oh, you're right. Victor, because his starter pack is based around the token spam. You are absolutely right. That is something that I hope somebody looks into so that it can get nerfed and or banned. We have Taric. And so... Taric is shield and tank. Other friendly units have shield. Might be able to play him in Ari. Especially because it's just extra protection. Ooh, here's the card I was looking for. We have Shakedown. Not playable for what I want to do, but it's here. So we have Shakedown. Choose an enemy unit and deal 6 to it unless the controller has you draw 2 cards. And it's a reaction. So either kill something or give me ammo. Give me ammo. Give me ammo. Good card, honestly. That's a Fury card. That's a Fury card. That's a Fury card. That's a Fury card. Ooh. Hey, yo. We're just getting everything for RA today. We got Time Warp. Yeah, this is going to go directly in that deck. Take an extra turn and banish this. You have to recycle a lot, but I think that's worth it. I think that's entirely worth it to recycle a lot. Especially if you can let yourself get up to like 12 and then recycle 4. So you got 8, then you're back at 10 next turn. Yeah. So, this is the hit of all hits. Nothing beats this today unless I actually get a signature in this last pack. This is an $84 card, apparently. I'm just going to set that to the side. It can't get better than this, right? It cannot get better than this. There's no way it gets better than this. Alright, for our last packs, we got the phases of the turn. I do have some Commander. Sounds the most fun. Let's see. Wilds of Eldraine, Virtue and Valor, Blight Curse, Revival Trance, Limit Break, Scions. See, I play the Revival Trance Commander because I bought that. I have that Terra. I'm not too much into lore and theming. I'm not sure about it. Honestly, I just really like the Revival Trance because being able to pull things out of my graveyard is fun. I might want to give the Wilds of Eldraine a try, too. Just to see what that's like. But yeah, I'm more of the Revival Trance because, like, Final Fantasy VI is one of my favorites. Terra is one of my favorite characters. So it just kind of goes hand in hand. Sprite buff. Titular no. With another Defy. Brazen Buccaneer. This is our last pack, by the way. One more Eager Apprentice. One more Soaring Scout. One more Pit Rookie. One more Gust. My camera moved. Did I move the camera by accident? One more Vanguard Captain. Oh, you want all the Vanguard Captains for that Grand Plaza. One Wizened Elder probably plays more of Lee Sin because when he's buffed, he gets one more might. Ooh, the Sprite Mother. Play 3 sprites. Play a ready 3 might sprite with temporary. One more battlefield, the Recorders Arena. When you hold here, activate the conquer effects of units. Oh, you can score more points. You can win on that card. Anything that says when I conquer here, I gain an extra point, you can win with that card. I think that's with Ari. We have another foil Gust. A foil War Camp. And finally, as the last card of this pack, or of this booster box, we have a Last Stand. Double a friendly unit's might this turn and give it temporary. Oh, well, if I could type. Okay. That is probably also a decent card to have in Ari. That is all the cards we've gotten from the booster. 336 cards, and I swear it was a crazy ride. All right, man, take care. Thank you for stopping by today. Hope to see you on the next one, okay? Let's get all of my ones that are sleeved. Is that my only purple sleeve? That's the only one in purple that got sleeved. That's sad. I might just move some of them out. A, because they're going to go into the deck for Ari. And B, just so you know, we get the camera cap later. So, it is 3:37 time. So, probably means it's 11 right now, right? Yeah, it's 11:02. I didn't get the runes. We didn't get all the runes I would have needed, but that's okay. I'm gonna buy more runes. Tell you what, instead of making the deck tonight, what I'm gonna do, because I've been explaining everything so far to the point where it should make sense that, like, what I want to do so I can be more prepared is I'm going to buy some runes first, and then I'm going to, as I've stated before, one of these days, I'm going to just record a straight up deck building video just to put it more out there, that to show how easy it can be. I will say this booster has paid for itself if I were to sell any of these cards. I will not be, if you were wondering, because most of these will probably get played. But there's a lot of cards here that work upon each other. There's a lot of battlefields here as well. I didn't look up the battlefields. I don't really care. But we got Ari and we got Timo. So at least there, and we have Darius. So we have three options. So at least there we're good to go. We didn't get a Kaisa is the thing. So I have to look into Kaisa a little bit. But that's okay. That's fine. So what I'm gonna do, because it's a little late, and I know I said I was gonna make the deck thing later. Um, it's not enough time left to explain what I want to do. But for for later, I mean, like obviously, I pulled this. I'm gonna play this. Very much worth its cost in terms of like the 10 plus the 4 power. Everything's gonna run off of Ari. You get to draw. You get to where's the champion version of her? I have to grab that. We have the Timo. We have everything. Yeah. Oh yeah. Nope. That's withholding. That's not with conquering. There have to be a conquer. Somebody has to have a good conquer on them for me to want to use that particular battlefield. But at least with Ari, when she holds, she scores another point. But at the very least, we have a lot for Ari, and we have a lot to protect Ari, because there's enough Defy and Stupefy that I have that I can play with Ari to protect her and make things weak in comparison. As well as a lot of card draw, a lot of sprites for temporary holding, visionary so I can look at the next card and recycle, mutation so I can give things more might is always good as well. The Orb of Regret to make things weaker. I mean, I think even the Riptide Rex is probably okay, because being able to deal 6 damage to an enemy unit at a battlefield is pretty decent when it's played. The Mushroom Pouch is good, again, for card draw. Would like to have more of that. The Jewel Colossus is a good shield. Tarek is a good tank. So there's a lot here where it all works out. But man, we pulled a hell of a lot tonight. Real good amount. So I'm going to bid you all farewell and have a great night. It was amazing to have new people show up tonight. And I hope I can see a lot of people on Wednesday for some more Tales of. I forgot what we were doing. I think I think we're spirit hopping. Yeah, yes. We're going to find and make more spirits. So tune in next time to see how more of that rhythm game can play out. If you can even call it one. Have a fantastic night. Take care. I'll see you all next time. I got clips to make too. Take care, everybody, alright?